Hey guys, this is Bernie or Hillbilly Journey. Let's talk a little about the medical in the Philippines as a foreigner or expat. What I've dealt with and my experience so far in the first almost 5 months that I've been here. Um, yes, it's very cheap, but the difference in America is that you have insurance. In the Philippines, your insurance may not work here. So just um, expect all of your medical expense to come out of your pocket, and that's where it hurts the most. Um, yes, the cost of living here is cheaper, but if you are admitted into the hospital, or if you have pre-existing conditions like I do, and you have to have prescriptions, just expect that you have to pay out of your pocket for your prescriptions. And when you go into the hospital, it's not like America. When you go to the hospital, they bill you later. It don't work that way here. When you're in the hospital here and they give you a blood test or x-ray or anything that the doctor needs to help get you better, then you have to pay out of the pocket first. Like if you have to have your x-ray, then you have to go to send one of your family members to go down to the pharmacy and pay for that procedure. X-ray, blood work, or whatever, you have to pay it up front. And that can be very expensive. It depends on what the kind of tests they are doing or going to do on you, and you prepay. That's one thing that you must consider when you go to the hospital here, is that you have to have cash, and not American cash, but you gotta have pesos, Philippine pesos, and you pay the pharmacy up front. Then let's say that you spend 3 days in the hospital like I did. My bill was over 22K pesos, 22,000 pesos, which is a 400, basically a $400 US hit. And you have to pay that upon release, or you don't get released from the doctor. That includes the hospital bill, plus that includes the doctor fee. So just be aware that your medical expenses here in the Philippines is very expensive as far as coming out of your pocketbook or whatever at first. You have to have that money up front. And in America, I know that when you go into the hospital, they bill your insurance, and then you pay your copay. It don't work it's not that way here. So it can really hurt you if the longer you stay in the hospital, the more it's going to cost you up front, and no insurance. I recommend in finding a insurance for foreigners when you come here. If you have a pre-existing condition, some of them will cover it and some of them won't. So depending on what type of insurance that you get, so you have to do your own research on that. But I'm putting a little light on the medical expenses here that I've endured for the first 4 or 5 months that I've been here. It's been very expensive for me. So you want to consider the expense that you're going to have on medical expense for sure. So make that a priority in your thinking of coming to the Philippines. Yes, the cost of living is cheap, but where they get you is in the medical. That's the cold hard truth about having expenses when you get admitted into the hospital. So just keep that in mind. I was out 22K. That's not counting my medical expenses, and that's not counting my regular doctor fee that I had to have my prescriptions renewed. So you have to pay the doctor fee plus the prescriptions. And some of the prescriptions here, you don't need a prescription for. One type is if you take Neurontin for severe neuropathy. So if you take Neurontin, you can get the 300 milligrams without a doctor's prescription. You just go to the pharmacy and buy as many as you want. But if you have a higher dose, you have to have a doctor's prescription. Another thing is they got better. I really believe they got. If you got severe neuropathy like I do, they have better medicines that actually help you instead of just treating you for the pain. I feel a whole lot better as far as my legs and my feet, and I'm starting to lose weight. The doctors here seems like they care more, and I really like that aspect of it. So just be mindful that the money that you have to spend for the medical part of your life here it's really good in a lot of ways. So yes, you're going to be out a lot of money, but at the same time they really care. It's not like America and it's all big pharma. It's different here. I really believe the doctors and the nurses really care about their patients here. So that's another plus for it being so expensive. Let's say that if you stay in the hospital in America for 3 days and say $400 total bill will not cover for 3 days in America in a hospital. So $400 total bill in the Philippines for 3 days, that is really cheap. But the only drawback is it's like a copay. You have to pay the whole total amount at the time of release. So just keep that in mind, and once you get here and you get settled and you start researching for yourself and your own experience in what you need as far as a doctor and your care and your prescriptions, just remember that it's best to seek a foreign type or travel health insurance and bring it with you as you come. And because the American insurance, especially Medicare or your Advantage plans, does not work here in the Philippines unless it's emergency, and I think that you had to prove that it was emergency before they even actually cover it. So there's a bunch of red tape that you have to go through to get it covered. So just keep it in mind, and there's a bunch more that other foreigners can tell you more about the healthcare costs in the Philippines as a foreigner. So I hope that this helps you all. And if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments section, and I'll try my best to make a video or answer your question right in the comments. Thank you for supporting my channel, and it really helps me and Shira. If you can comment, share, like, and subscribe, we're hoping that this channel will grow, and that we appreciate every one of you that are interested in our channel and us, and keeping us in your prayers. And God bless you all, and until next time, I'm out.